chapter 53, the chapter of the star, containing 62 verses, written at Mecca. Turks believe that there is an apple tree right side of the throne of God, and that none can ascend higher than its branches. No, not the angels. I don't know of any Turks that believe that, but okay. In the name of God, gracious and merciful, I swear by the star that disappeareth, that your friend erreth not. He speaketh nothing of his own. He speaketh but what hath been inspired into him by the omnipotent and most bountiful God. The unfallen angel approached him in the highest place of heaven, within the length of 2 bows, and somewhat nearer. God hath inspired into him what he hath inspired into his servant, who altered nothing of what hath been inspired into him. He hath spoken what he hath seen, and in what form the angel was. Dispute not against him concerning what he saw. He another time saw the unfallen angel in heaven, near to the tree that is at the right side of God's throne. And although that tree was covered with that which covered him, his sight was not dazzled, and he is not in error. Certainly he hath seen the great wonders of his Lord. Have ye considered Alat, Uzzah, and Manat, those 3 idols? Will ye swear that God hath daughters, and that ye have sons? Ye will make a false oath, and be in a manifest error. Those idols have nothing but the names which your fathers and you have given them. God hath not commanded you to worship them. Ye follow only your passions. Remote from truth, God teacheth you the way of salvation by the mouth of his prophet. Doth man obtain from idols what he required of them? God is God in the beginning and the end. How many unfallen angels there be in heaven, whose prayers are unprofitable, if God doth not accept them. They that believe not in the day of judgment say that the angels are maidens. They understand not what they say. They speak through opinion, and that opinion is not conformed to the truth. Depart thou far from them that reject our law, and desire only the goods of the earth, and are ignorant of all other things. Thy Lord knoweth them that go astray from the right way, and such as follow the path of salvation. All that is in the heavens and earth is God's. He shall chastise the wicked and reward the just. He pardoneth their venial sins. Who flee sins mortal, he is exceeding merciful. He knoweth what he hath created you of earth, and that he formed you in your mother's womb. Extol not yourselves. He knoweth such as have his fear before their eyes. Hast thou seen him that abandoned the faith? A little wealth was given him, and nothing more. Doth he know what must befall him? Hath he knowledge of what is to come? Will he not learn what is written in the books of Moses and Abraham, to wit, that none shall bear the burden of another? Man shall have but what he shall have gained. He shall in the end see his labor, be rewarded after his works, and all shall appear in the presence of thy Lord. He it is that causeth to laugh and mourn, to live and to die. He created the male and female of everything. He giveth and taketh away man's soul when he listeth. He is most rich, and hath no want of any person. He is the Lord of the planet, which men adored. The star Sirius isn't a planet. The Quran doesn't say planet. It says Sirius. He destroyed Ad and Tamad, drowned the people of Noah, who were most erroneous and unjust, overthrew the city of Lot and covered it with burning stone. In whom will they believe, if they believe not in thy Lord? And this prophet is sent to preach to you the pains of hell, as did other prophets who were before you. The day of judgment approacheth, and none but God knoweth when it will come. Wonder ye at this discourse? Ye scoff and lament not when ye are spoken to, but ye shall be surprised in your sin, if ye humble not yourselves before God, neither worship him. So after the prostration there, we have the reality of the stellar being and things represented by idols on earth, you could say, in the same way. But neither the stars or the things represented on the earth are these things that people are taking as gods that aren't gods. This chapter, even people who didn't believe in Muhammad as a prophet were prostrating upon the completion of this chapter. Because at the very least, it mentioned these, the triple goddess that people were worshiping as the Nakala, as some people would call it. Now, there's two ways to look in Arabic as to what Nakala would mean. In terms of two Arabic words that are very similar there. But that's beside the point. And despite the fact that people yelled out between two verses, some other two verses that they would say, despite the disruption, that is the real cause of this satanic verses incident that people talk about. It's moving you that way. And God is the provider of Sirius, the biggest star, at least from our perspective, that we see in the night sky, that people talked about like it was the provider. But God is the provider of that.